My mention is free a big game at all, so a course so it was Stamford Bridge. Chelsea Shebako, then Arsenal so Shebako. Now no Saturday, you analyze the game no, obi beauty game no analysis say the by biano. Results in the game na course so na shada nyonwa because Saturday na you making your clear say a game I personally na me hu say a very close tight game between these two sides because a Chelsea side Enzo Maresca a very tactical coach. Arsenal, omo head coach, Arteta so a very tactical coach. And the two clubs are omo coach is here tactical, equishia mostly. A game are very tight and close. And mostly individual brilliance need to be separated aside. And Saturday in Pokrana make us say two sides are omo game ni na no the same. So nyame wan say Arsenal be go, Chelsea be go. I expect both teams to score. But to say you be win na enye clear free. That's the reason why. Now you predators a game we beat mind in a drawn game. But again, you say game na se no. Now the time I 11 against 11. Chelsea say game na see because you say game na se no. Na Chelsea na was a high energy on the field. Now between these two sides, you say game na say 11 against 11. In terms of two sides, the physicality was Chelsea. Then again, they na all control tempo ni better. Yes, game na see 11-11 was Chelsea. Then the intensity between these two teams, more press na Chelsea. And obi bi oye Arsenal ni bi abegia to mu say. Na it seems say Arsenal for no aye slow kakra e wo game nim. Enti ye game na see 11-11 no. Won say near the intensity tempo ni nyina no na e wo Chelsea ho. And adia Enzo Maresca e decide so be na say. Ye game na see ano the first 5-6 minutes. Na Chelsea plan was clear. Against Bayern, against Barcelona, Wambo a typical striker. But against Arsenal, my brand defense said, so say game, Chelsea was open from making sure on right. Then again, and James, and I'm certain be no build up, no 3-2 build up no. Benya a certain midfielder in the shape of Zubimendi say, na build up no be control. So you say game na se no. Then you say Chelsea Yusu Enzo Fernandez, then Rhys James say, Tembia mun ko gina na for midfielders ne so a Benya build up no. So the only way I na Arsenal bet me progressive one here say, David Raya ebe use the bounce pass. Sa bounce pass no, and na Arsenal for to me the beat Chelsea for a press no. So you say game na se no, na how a Chelsea able game na plan no, na clear. So oko the other side Arsenal forces so game plan no, the same thing to say the na no Saturday near church no. This time around, Enzo Maresca playing against Arsenal, one shot build up no with 3. By this time around, Chelsea you say game na se no build up ni na no, omo use 4 players and they build it up. So anytime biano Arsenal for a defend the pay. Ye benya Merino say, onu mum ebe jina between Robert Sanchez so and Chalobah. Sa 2 players no mbe jina omo so. Then again ye be hu say Arsenal for midfielders no and omo wingers ni na jina Chelsea for no so. Sa dia ni ade na Arsenal for no ye. So between these two clubs, ye say game na snacking. Obi a tactics ni ye clear, obi a game plan ye clear. Obi a person chere ne bobre o game nim. Plan na no obi a de game no obi a person execute. By baby essa game no. Edema Chelsea no. At the time a Caicedo edi red card. Na Chelsea ebo numerical disadvantage. And then necessary be the Chelsea. And San Yoma Mienu no patch my bow. San Yoma Mienu no. The Edikain. Enzo Maresca, ni game management. And the substitution was spot on. How we manage game now the time I Caicedo edi record. Acquire Chelsea and acquire any club biana. And ka coach mo be preno. Say obey substitution be a best at Chelsea. Extra channel. By Enzo Maresca one preno. So sa game management any substitution from Enzo Maresca was spot on. Then again, individual brilliance be a you ye. Obi to say Robert Sanchez goalkeeper. After sa record ni individual performance, Ebuama Chelsea to stay in the game. Rhys James a performance, Chalobah a performance. Ken sa kaya. Chelsea equal Manchester United with Old Trafford. Emma Chelsea goalkeeper Robert Sanchez could do record. Okodi record no. Ana Enzo Maresca ye substitution. Oyi Estevao Frimu. Ano de jogging sem by goalkeeper ne by. A one was a substitution. Ano yi neto. Edi Frimu. another thousand adarabu ebeshemu. And Manipa Bebre now criticize Enzo Maresca, the substitution here because playing against Manchester United with the record no, or playing home quiet substitution no. When to me a manage game no, and the quote at Chelsea Bobukun because substitution no, Emma Chelsea final third or not omunye potent. And to me a pretty sure say or learning from the previous mistakes or yeah. So at the time I Caicedo Eddie record, Caicedo the record nintem. That was 38 minutes. Or the record no sa what shadia. E hono Enzo Maresca nye substitution. Adia Enzo Maresca ye any say or shed the situation of the game or monitor how our game nebeko. So adia buane pan a game situation no reading ye no. Say every single minute kwan ba so na game neko. So Enzo Maresca nya abotre ano reading a game situation no. E ho ane ba ya second half ne ba ehun say all the players substitution neba. Afi de ode Garnacho aba ano de Dilap e ba ye. And sa two substitution no unnecessary nyoma de ma Chelsea say ye ba numerical disadvantage. Arsenal 11 against 10. Eye there Arsenal de be hu ball ne kese. But there Enzo Maresca here in substitution no. Na o hwe game na hu say obi ball 10 against 11. At the time Mpokra Chelsea Eddie record no. Any substitution na Enzo Maresca here no. Na hu say Chelsea ball 10 against 11 because Oma Dilap no free bench ne ba no. Dilap ebe ye the main outlet. And the time bia no ono ye the work of two players. Because Dilap no didn't free bench ba no. Ono ne be gina Arsenal for center backs mienu so. Ono ebe close passing lane at the same time na we yensu ade friend say cover shadow. Enti player no okra ball no. Ono no air blocking say on pass ball in front command the target man. Enti my Dilap operate as the outlet and no say use to cover shadow to block the passing lane. Enti Dilap no be mu no na a purely tactical substitution from Enzo Maresca. So on be ye nipa mienu adwuma. Enti sa player ba kwa no afrim Caicedo no a Chelsea bo numerical disadvantage no Dilap be ye nipa mienu adwuma ana brante ne ye no oba be ye ne ye. Then again after say Dilap be ye sa two players adwuma no na after the Chelsea for asase say omo command to man Enzo Fernandez a drop deep kakra abeka Caicedo abeka Reece James ho say omo nya omadwuma omo pe so game na ekoso no hu say Chelsea bo numerical disadvantage eno na etisa nyoma de ma Chelsea and at that moment mpokwa na Chelsea side share go a Chalobah e de share sa go at the time corner kick ne baye. So kind of fast so manage game, the substitution, and an ability to stay in the game. Every game no, na Enzo Maresca was spot on out in the credits ebemano. After that substitution, the individual performance of Chelsea, untimin take it away. Mijitum Bona Reece James boy yeno obo pa. By Ken, the performance of Robert Sanchez and Gofo and Kakasiye. After such Chelsea, a 10 against 11, no, it was expected say pressure by Chelsea so. At that time, we be here goalkeeper say so many mere deal bit massive and Robert Sanchez against Arsenal. Now the performance no was super. Now our kudro e game nim. How I know see e work sa command. E kwanya no see fasu APA and the number of saves or or ye saves me and say be na sa saves ni na to be to atenem. And the saves prevented Chelsea say Omon conceded the second goal. Not probably maybe he said Arsenal pokre kwa wini. And at the time Arsenal has a numerical disadvantage no advantage no. Who expected Arsenal say Mbaba crosses ni bebre. High balls ni beba. And now be here goalkeeper bet my idea can say high claims. And so we check Robert Sanchez no otimi pie ebe yes high claims no sa high balls ni because Arsenal for tell you so mutino e de ye adwuma. Enti ade ba kwa Robert Sanchez ye no say on the field of play or that commanding presence na owakukudro and a high claims number of saves so team ye eboa as a team friend say Chelsea. So one player individually na the performance was no goalkeeper Robert Sanchez. Then again you talk of Chalobah. Can I say Chalobah a confidence in the form neighbor. And yet playing against Arsenal kwa recently Chelsea matches are matching in no Chalobah performance never so and ono and a chiri hono unse a lot of dirty work na enra na he was very industrious. Chelsea backline na player unse duma o work kese pan was Chalobah and on say nya go and they complemented the effort ultimately put here the defensive action and an offensive action. I think say Chalobah individual performance no was na e was through. Then the main man was Reece James. At the time Caicedo di record no. Na fi the Reece James ye Caicedo adwuma no say you on one kasa adwuma. Because in fin say Caicedo and the record Caicedo na best stop opponent play. Ono and be a lot of defensive action no. Na Reece James mum because of the ball skills ability and the technical ability no. Wetin ya link the deep a midfield and the forward line. By Caicedo free no. After the James by Caicedo adwuma. Na fi the say you on one kasa adwuma. Enti people game ni nyina awie no. Player na oye lot of defensive action. Was a branch friend say James. A kwanya no first winning boss. Enti anyama wan say o win a lot of duels. Out of 12 o win 11. Say what throw say e wo form. O make sure say obe boss in fin playing against a Arsenal. Before the game, not two players ani e ka say ombeji in fin ho afa no. Na ye ka Declan Rice ana Caicedo. By abo game ewie. Player ye ka ni din won fin no enye Caicedo. Enye Declan Rice. By ye James a enye the natural position in midfield. Then who play about at the time Mpokra Caicedo film no. Nanka we expect say obetima limit ontimi join the attack by taking James or Jebon and the ball carrying ability. How I know see the final third. So I believe Chelsea enya a point and no deserve so many a point. Even at the time Mpokra no more 10 against 11, the performance of Chelsea. It seems that Arsenal you slow kakra will give him. And remember Chelsea for Abaso say Oman Lususa game we. Na Arsenal wa kwenya say and Komenya sa advantage umbetime win game by Chelsea performance no. How Musha see how manage game no individual performance no. Sa intensity from Chelsea. And I believe say Kenenra Chelsea juma paya and was me ball mabasu. Match about kwa me enjoy so Manchester United eko win 2-1 against Crystal Palace. Personally, na me stroke kakra de Manchester United because of Crystal Palace playing against top clubs and playing against Manchester United recently. Na Crystal Palace for etaish Manchester United. So na me wo doubts kakra about Manchester United. Back in. Yes say game na se no. Manchester United wing backs no ma you slow kakra. Ma Diallo no ma you slow e che no pick ye. Obi to say Dalo e che na ni decisions ni bebre na enkoyi. And the wing backs of Manchester United Kenny wasn't the best initially. By later Obi to say Ama Diallo e pija na modimbo ma e beboaye. And you say go to a time. Now feed your coach name Bruno Fernandes ekwe na nimbebri. And the same way a lot of Manchester United fans are complaining say opese unya the best out of Bruno Fernandes my name by opposition third or because oyobia say oban opposition third ultimately influence attack at the mount. And Bruno Fernandes at the time I know joining attack in bebre na no ultimately influence attack in the Manchester United. Manchester taking advantage of set and the 2 goals as Zexi. Anna Brandt friend say Messi Mount Shane no. Now you from a set piece na Manchester United they take advantage. Adia ba kwa na me impressed with Manchester say on ability to win the ball quickly. Na Manchester United 8 years adi and pay. And a lot of positive things na me who Manchester United set up back train no boy no. Dear me who in say look sure and we impress me because Manchester United Lenny Yoro delete and look sure. Sa 3 center backs now you so you know they are perform very well. Was a branch friend say look sure. How making sure say defensively or this solidity the bebano among the 3 center backs now you look sure and we impress the most. Zexi na onye bimbo because Benjamin Sesko out and Zexi asha say onya playing time and so far onguni when ma say ye say game na say no initially na Zexi so ye quiet but you know at the time we be say go no hwe kwan of so share sa go no angle no how would he can edge ball to 10 ye shoot ye that was very a bright spot from Abrante friend say Zexi which I believe now you good for Manchester United. Okay. The only problem I mean I say now omo committee a lot of fouls around omo box. Okay. I can be the Crystal Palace quite take advantage of Crystal Palace said she go. By a good Manchester United that we need 2-1. Okay. Barcelona 3-1 against Alaves. Good win for Barcelona. Who do better yen lusu yen bodron ye di. But dear many Jane say Lamine, Rafinha and Lewandowski ken. It seems omo tuomo ho ase. Omo bo omo me say ba obia ero no de complement each other. Okay. So now a positive. The second thing was Dani Olmo. Because in Kofa criticized Dani Olmo said on to me influence game. Bobinya goes at the match a team of friends at Barcelona. Then again, the introduction and the return of Pedri. Ken, bare few minutes be a Pedri bedi you know. Or try say homo team in finfine or no. Some minutes no bedi you know. Pedri be try say in finfine or no. Barcelona midfielders no being hall born and castle control better than Barcelona.
Kwame team seeing in this week. One is Sapa, one if you.
Oh, me the one idea. My Mama Madrid. Mama Miami team Madrid.
I'm not more from bar.
And yet Madrid. See balance needing crowd.
They say they are a penalty in sense.
Se penalty the omu try no. There is se penalty the only mean say penalty.
This is on be number 21. So monya be say.
By saying so penalty the Madrid for na kwaju.
Na make say the bia say mo match bia penalty be maden.
But can me problem no cry nye.
Okay.
By balance na any team nim no. One check the number of chances I say Madrid concede ana.
Last year na mo kan ya na mo kofa allows ayi buy. Coach or the ayi be ba.
Say the
what does balance as him?
Say the info
from last year.
Balance last year.
Almost as I come 2 years ago.
On say football so to be a funny. PAG nya Dani Alves right back. Say on two passes in farmer anymore for they got to some point in time PAG had Messi, Neymar, Kylian Mbappe. Paper so there because front three a Champions League went to Mianji. A Chelsea football no ye share by stars. Adia bakwa e san so ewu pan say Madrid won the Champions League with Joselu coming from the bench. Time will be
ono kwa na Champions League no mo.
Oh, oka be better nyon na
Nigeria. Aka 5 minutes na wa free.
Na wa ba be save.
Na wa ba be share ama wa qualify nyon Nigeria.
Even so oka ho bi.
On the crowd ono.
Oka ho bi.
Joselu.
Ame mo hwa na munya balance nsam na fi say Mbappe ba na mo start balance waka balance am ya pam Carlo Ancelotti eguso ka balance nsam
just on patches one mo Mbappe na be go
see this thing I will never agree
because ono so na she go so
Ken na onya mo den afi 2025 wa she 53 goals
53
see be e wo wiase bia akoyi kwa obebobo no you know why ne benya striker obema this number of goals he is not the problem. He is definitely not the problem.
Enra ayina anopana me so benya sign be gini diamawa. Say Mbappe withdraw ba ayehifo adwuma.
Won say
sa because omutimi bobo na obi a nkobo so.
Aye.
Say Trent so obobi. To the Trent ball right. No obi a nkobo so ma Trent ne mfa so pa ne say.
And a Frank Garcia no so na ball left back or no so no so fast one nyina crossing. See, we na wo kan.
Ready this stage. Nti hwe wo de hwe sa for we sa ball we na mempe no sa for no mo twa omo yeden
you see makacho
because omo ade na omunya numbers kakra
okay when him say Kylian Mbappe nkomo we me ni we di from last year say enya na style no na style say de bia or the last man to appear in the box no abebo ball na de ahye nti edrumre bi na Carlo Ancelotti Emma Jude Bellingham more of Jude Bellingham plays as the man inside the box. The presence inside the box. Now, Kylian Mbappe afenichi abebo because the style no. But what I say? In this situation where ABCC make me cry for example JT check with me another example. See several times omobo ball no a obi ani ho.
Yes, mo Trent. But eba say aye hu Trent o.
Say did make catch us as I say omo ankasa no omo check it because Jude Bellingham. He's the only one that can do that. Exactly. Say Madrid team no midfielders e copy attack no. Obi a what presence e box ni mu Jude Bellingham. But say Ada ball na game ni mu ya dia. Coach ne prefer say Ada should stay close to Kylian Mbappe. Now Jude is playing more of a number 8. Into the band no bet check sa ba be drew box ni mu aba be nya sa pre because Ada Gule on so play around the penalty box on person we right inside bebre. In the situation the see coach no on finding solutions because I know there ba kwa man say opo bi o ye crossing pie Trent now the Gonzalo Garcia free Trent so free say why na be say crosses number Jabi Alonso kwame mo man nye djuma
ayi a o de buy na che say obi any right one
no right near Fedi Valverde honestly so
no say kwade ono obobo na se ne bofu ono no obi issue
kwame with place no
Madrid okay
place no mo hwe na mo keka
kakra obi en kotwa mo beto
Madrid last 5 games so we need back up
last 5
and no crowd Olympiacos and no crowd no conceded 3 goals. Honestly, Madrid are not doing well and they need to get back to normal ways.
Almost adwuma so Alonso.
And adwuma ne de make sense on Alonso na meboa. Eso chain no, but he's learning from Bayer Leverkusen to Real Madrid enye Jenny Ketwa inti asem bie ni wo Mariska die aye bo na basu Obaye, he had this similar result with Chelsea, but and no pressure and said that no so because Madrid did one draw, one lose as someone to. Nse jumani die, se me kasa nso nche Jabi Alonso, I might be lying. So chain pa, but he's learning. But what we are saying is onsian and tam because ebeboa. Me am see, ade ba kwa me hia na me bisa ne say. Aden na club World Cup with Gonzalo Garcia kwara na bokama menka so on start you but games be why osa kwara ni bemuntam to build this boy's confidence because in the club World Cup he played well and so me tsona me hwe Madrid gamer na Rodrigo Goes a wabo 30 games on she go na kwara ya ba game ni mu na Gonzalo Garcia te bench menti ase
and unim se boy no krenti mo manko fast striker wo kan sama mo no mo wesem ko
no mo striker bi dia ba
Hoselu for no ba
Hoselu
for no World Cup ba ya
Club World Cup no. Of course in the Club World Cup he was solid
once Sasa ni be Liverpool once be Liverpool
ekiteke die na
enye ekiteke die no
die here
no ye Ngomoha because na ye Rodrigo ne Bakola and also the wa Ngomoha ebobo sia paja no omo koto bi ba ebe ha kra no on so chenchen ball no omo kra refi so ho because omo per results
asane me it's
so no sa Gonzalo no mo bi because omo here results say pressure
no, why they say if you want results you cannot play Gonzalo because still in common enye say play Gonzalo ahead of Mbappe but we are saying is say ekonomu ye dia
Rodrigo Brahim Diaz omo mo fra chire ba no wo chire
Ken
Ngomoha wote ne kanje
Gonzalo Garcia no confidence I'll pick your Club World Cup. Any the kind of minutes that Jabi Alonso Edman entirely. And maybe in the game, which was a matter for your presence in the box.
So since the teams need to me yes am kra na adwuma no. I am say Chelsea and Barcelona.
Barca any Chelsea.
Omne wo sa GD ne say akra manembo.
Ne sa Pau Kubasi sebi Mr. Kan okopia okan yi.
That Premier League.
Omo ma 1 minute mpo. By this time omo de nam loan wo me this bra.
We debate the last time obi say even West Ham can come and start.
Oh there we go obo loan
obo England no make so.
Oya kwada David.
Kobo ayi kakra wo Convertry City.
Nkona nam ho.
Ukona nam Convertry City ana ba.
Inti baby a wo pie free no so
na PK Manchester United.
Of course.
He
was a starter. Barcelona a platformer, they will give you the chance. In Gomu hey, I'll body din. So about some man abo ni bi.
Or Chelsea Crown Cobe Manabobi.
Exactly. Chelsea and they can Chelsea. This current crop of Chelsea.
And you just say Chelsea.
They be don't come so cry. That I say. Sometimes baby I will pay finish so ebo. Barcelona will give you the chance. Mark Bernard, Mone Mark Caicedo, Minti, the people no. But Barcelona will give you the chance. Well, anyway, Ken, me feel say Chelsea for what normally I call perfect week. It might sound controversial because Chelsea did not beat Arsenal. Let me give you one example. Perfect week in Mecca, and maybe last season, Hansi Flick, about Sevilla, about Real Madrid. Ebo Bayern Munich 1 week or say Sevilla 5-1 or say Bayern Munich 4-1 or say Real Madrid 4-0 perfect. Chelsea DA Chelsea Barca Chelsea Arsenal nenya games ketwa and Chelsea found way of beating Barcelona asambie ni ho at the Barca to nchen Ekori Echebasa said 10 against 11. And so Chelsea did 10 against 11. Now Bama be ball mabaso. Against Arsenal. Arsenal for a solid team. And I'm going to tell you, in Yemeni Bia Mime a sese ya bought Chelsea for Abaso. Major game, you know. What the first thing I wrote, aggression. The second thing, how Chelsea for a Temi Arsenal for corner kicks. Okay? Anthony Taylor. Either say Arsenal for you complain at the man before the game. Say on Chelsea for no, me too aggressive. And now so say on one Kasankasa had watched Chelsea's games and realized to say Chelsea for no. Said that be in the early stages of the game. Normally the fear of God at the place also.
But I feel say Anthony Taylor. I did about Kwame me want to say na Ateta complaining do. Every tackle will be na enema no you bench.
No influence no.
O incite.
Exactly.
Omo you want in the bench warning in Antiana. Unse Cucu ade. First two na moves over the card.
2 minutes inside the game and oko ball Saka and Arsenal for no Ateta mo start so we complain and referee bu na ni gu so se ko 10 minutes no asan so akọ ball Saka and o man yellow card there was a go red card first was Cucu because after the 10th minutes the 32nd minutes or san so ko cha Saka e won fifi wo na Arsenal for no second yellow card and sana Caicedo grab ya na di. So Chelsea were too aggressive. Now big games sa na Chelsea for you. Yamaka sawoni Barcelona. Cucu said that ko ball Lami Yamal fitu na Lami Yamal ye ku kakra. Caicedo won say no si bug buga in the Barcelona game. In the Chelsea 4 game no. Almost said that first bet 15 minutes om de hu eto so. They are too aggressive. Game no. Mo say Caicedo. You start the game 70 minutes. Or said that ko pia during Timber. Okay. Line also ko piano to kuni baby cry. Born and ko baby or said that ko piano. So Chelsea deliberately they were aggressive. So I said that the who and the ato Arsenal players and also. They are to be Saturday. And then I mean who didn't come and say last season Arsenal share Chelsea no. Mikel Merino had the corner kick no. Na Mariska na dwini nyina se ekwan be no be stop Arsenal corner kicks. It's on one pa or ball Wesley Fofana as a right back and or drop him Malo Gusto last year because of the height. Inti we were discussing say ebe na Chelsea for stop Arsenal for corner kicks no. But Mariska and then the technical team say omo plan. It's a plan no we may because I was curious to know. Before I talk about the plan, let me salute Chelsea. Second half, 45 minutes, Arsenal nya corner back up. Hey, it was massive.
No more nya corner no.
It was, and again, a part of the Chelsea's plan. Don't allow Arsenal to have so many corner kicks in the game. Into the entire game, ni na born omo boni ni na Arsenal nya 3 corner kicks pe. Almost restricted Arsenal because Arsenal the more they get corner kicks, the more no munya advantage. Because Arsenal no, sa boy be a Chelsea ni omo boy. Seems be brain no omo bo. But you be we Arsenal say adan corner kick. So first plan restricts them. Less number of corner kicks. You restrict omo, you betimi temu omo. Afei, mami Mikel Merino go on last year. I mean fan to afidi na hwe ade. Ade ba ko Arsenal ya ade wo ho pa ne say nipa dom ebegua because obebo corner kicker or the place ni nyina but this is last season. Hwe se na Chelsea for ever so defend hwe James hwe Cucu just Arsenal they deliberately almost create confusion chaos because nipa dom no ho a e won Arsenal for ever so take advantage. It is a way Bernardo Cueva the set pieces coach at Chelsea Enzo Maresca what do you do? Say Arsenal a one day say corner kicks na obono esan say mu nyina mo popo mo de mo players ni nyina na be defending in the box into ya na ho na aye crowded ni Arsenal take advantage into Chelsea solution ne den me who say Chelsea solution o mo ye ni say then first of all we will not create chaos no into Chelsea for Arsenal be corner kicker if I'll get it Chelsea for front three omo nyina players miensa ekogu Arsenal for half. Watch it. This is in the second half. Neto, Garnacho, Dilap. Omunyina wa Arsenal for half. One. Arsenal wobobo na one money we are doing counter attack against you. Two. Esan se Chelsea ewa 3 ewa Arsenal half nintino. Wuntimi emfa o players bebre emma Chelsea for half. Sa chaos now we creating, you cannot create it.
The spaces we also say.
Spaces e wo sisi ya.
Tiabasa Robert Sanchez hu.
Exactly.
Ohubono.
Because nkofo bebre betwitwa ne nem ne we piano sa de no ensi. Again, I had a plan of Bernardo whoever. Sending say akuma amidi sa Arsenal be share go obi anka Nicolas Jova air trendy. But Chelsea set pieces coach no obi en wana baso ene me bona baso.
Because the Emma de Yeshi, want to say team about 10 against 11. Now we consider corner kick. Now still we just 3 players.
Just 3.
Oh, posting her.
Hey,
no me boat.
Master, it's a massive respect. Then see make us away a deliberate attempt to say. And now no Chelsea versus Tottenham Hotspur. Chelsea for the same thing against Tottenham.
I don't quite find a 10 against 11. But at 10 against 11, they had a win.
Yes. It's in this case.
I won this stage. Neto. Ganacho. Dilap de na no akwado be passe ba akobina on the ordinachia Neto ni Ganacho omuto America pa
yeah
nti eba say SARS na players omo runners
yes
eyi omo pie omo be gina omo so
nti no on say nti
we coaches omo suade
omo suade nti Chelsea was 6 players defending the box nti ena goalkeepers no omo England say omo a you say high claims Obobo ni failure mo pie be chin pa no Chelsea goalkeeper na number 1
Robert Sanchez.
In this case Arsenal follow very careful because would diagram counter attack ebesu. Now let me give you second example as to why I may say then you more trendy Nicolas Jova, one trendy Bernardo Cueva. Mame Chelsea versus West Ham. Yes, that is easy. And no can come be said Chelsea for 30 seconds. Chelsea for corner kicks. Mame Chelsea versus West Ham. She no must show go. First pole.
Okay.
Inti o boy na first pole. Obi akwa attack first pole no flick it. Dia Chelsea a practice sa afi for me ko and no game na ye hwe ye. Say the same style and the Chelsea for this year. Inti the attention is on Arsenal and Nico, but truth be told, Chelsea are also taking advantage of set pieces, and they are taking advantage well because against Barcelona, Chelsea goal was set pieces. Corner and on board short corner, Papa, and they were good to go.
And almost good football.
Exactly.
We running free almost good football.
Oh, say, I know dear, a Drewa, and say, and Papa by back Chelsea team no one some the last time. Me can some be chill. Now weekend you said uncle for so name ya adwin say. Nkoma me new deal last week me catch Chelsea Ray James. Bona all bono. Chelsea forced to go and buy right back. We no can come away last.
Now we need fifty. Or bono and 50 on the annual day.
Ray James no or call Wigan. Na oye number 6.
Number 6, yeah.
Ewo Wigan.
Okay.
Inti Bona all bono. And a Chelsea big game si biano. Well, anyway, we'll have time.
Coaches no mo ya adwuma, omo hyehyɛ team. Na say so mo say Gerard Martin. Hansi Flick it na coach na center back ho. Obopa.
And me pacho, just so you know, a bedroom maybe no, he will struggle.
Oh yes,
yeah. Na Moso Martinez.
You do maybe na
emfa. Me but the coach e idea bi.
Nti mesre yen coaches no. E wo kroma no. Players no timi hwe obi a na wasesem kakra. Enya da bia obi won say we obo left back.
Yeah.
Me the left back no kro obo no slow man kakra. Or height kakra.
And the 9 mode.
The 9 mode. And the coach say Lebra na bebo.
Yeah.
Bebo center back.
No left diagonal cross.
Na bossa ball na.
Yeah.
Who defend kakra bia. We go to go. Well, you finish when I'm coming.
Alonso nya dey. They are okay.
Oh, Alonso dey say oh yeah dey come. You will be o kwa me na bebo right winger.
Sawa.
Oh dear, yeah. Nim ko for we come once today. So, na me Madrid team dey say ma work afan o dey. Okay. You finish